gave you guys the super special treat of you got me driving to an interview on a Sunday, which is absolutely unheard of. Fortunately, I'm still doing the commuting videos because they won't let me use my sick days. It is the great thing about the interview yesterday is not that I'm probably not going to take that job. Well, the job that I first interviewed for is the job that I want, and hopefully I get an answer today about when I can start and everything like that. What a piece of work. What a piece of work the post office is. I have like 20 sick days. I have never been able to use them. Ever. I've tried to use them 4 times and they would never let me use them. With this last reset that they did on my employment, they actually tried to remove them, and then they realized they couldn't. It is a weird world we live in, where it's not just tolerated, it's acceptable. I mean, it's so acceptable that, I think I mentioned this before, that when I talked to a lawyer, they thought that this was acceptable. This treatment is acceptable. It's basically my contract with the post office saying that they have every right to tell me how I should live and how I should go and how I should breathe and how I should, everything, and they don't pay for it. And if I don't like it, get another job. I mean, I'm serious. That's exactly what they told me. If I don't like it, get another job. Not let's fix this problem. When I took 3 days off, and I used my leave time, I'm mentally sick. I'm mentally freaking exhausted. It is a medical condition that I was going through. I'm still going through it. I'm not better. I needed to take at least 2 weeks off. I needed to have a 2-week reprieve so I can figure out what I was going to do and how I was going to deal with this new situation. Because I had a nervous breakdown and I'm not better from it. That I had to bring up a resume, you know. You can't see exactly how foggy it is. It is like freaking thick soup out here. Thank goodness the person in front of me has their freaking headlights on, because otherwise I wouldn't see their lights, their backlights. So, yeah, it's like the last freaking, you know, F you to me by the post office. And I was just asked whether I was going to return all of the, you know, pretty much beat up equipment that I have, you know, clothing and things like that. And I'm not. Some of it I'm just gonna throw away. It's not it's not salvageable, so it's just gonna get thrown away. But some of them I'm gonna keep. I will always have. And who knows? I might, for some Halloween, I might dress up as a mailman. Do need a new winter coat. had a winter coat before I started working for the post office, and then that got destroyed by the post office, and then I had only my postal winter coat. Which is going to be probably, if they really want stuff, that's what stuff I would probably give them. Is the stuff that I'm going to throw away. But that winter coat has definitely seen, the mail carrier coat has definitely seen better days. Nothing lasts in the post office. Having some old work shirts and stuff like that. I can do gardening and things like this sweatshirt. Hoodie. It's probably, really good to work here in the cooler months and things like that. We don't have any postal vans. I'm at that point in my life where it's time. It really is time. I don't have any fond memories. There's actually nobody I want to thank for helping me through. Everything, even the times of relief, it still was oppressive. And that's really hard to say, because or hard to believe that I would just put up with it. But everybody at the post office works in fear. I'm here talking about like stuff like I'm just like going, oh, this is personally happening to me, and the retribution because I freaking opened my eyes and pointed out that I was getting fucked. They were like going, you should just take it, otherwise we're going to make your life miserable. It's pretty much what they said, and they promised it, and they made it happen. But the truth of the matter is, everybody's screwed at the post office. They take everything from you. And they expect the world from you. And it's a culture that treats everybody like they're absolutely worthless. Very replaceable, and add no value to the company. Because I'm going to call it a company, because that's what it's become. It's a business. And they talk about how they're like big supporters of minorities and everything like that. But I have yet to see somebody, a minority, as a Postmaster General. Yeah, we've had females, which is okay. The gender gap is gone, but I don't think that we've ever had a black or Latino Postmaster General ever in the history of the post office. up with the we. They, tout how they are the biggest, minority next to the military, another government institution, another place that treats the minorities like they are less than. Good news about that is that they at least have, the military at least has people of color higher ranked, and obviously the president, commander-in-chief, has been black, but never a woman. But I believe they've had some women in high positions. I believe they've had people of color and female in high positions, but not the post office. Post office is definitely an old boys club, and the oppressive nature of it, is one of the reasons why people of color are almost sought after, because they can abuse them in that fashion. They can pretend that this is a better paying job, and it's a government job, and they can just treat them like dirt. I have to look it up to see if we had a person of color as the Postmaster General. I don't believe so. I believe we've had people as district postmasters and stuff like that. I think that we've had some women in those positions. Not many, and not many people of color. It is definitely, it's one of the sad things about if I went through the ranks, which I almost did. I almost started out as a supervisor. Is designed for people to join the military, and then after the military, after their service, thank you for your service, they get a postal job, and it's really designed that way. And it wasn't always that way, but I think after World War II, I think that it was really the way that they went. I don't know why the phone does it. The phone is doing this now. I shouldn't be looking at it. I don't think you can tell how foggy it is. It doesn't look very foggy. I shouldn't be watching. See, this is the reason why I have the phone. I have it over here. Do this, so I can't see it. It is maybe I don't ever want it to seem like I am special in any way with the treatment that I have. They aren't treating me any different. It's the reason why they don't believe they're doing anything wrong. They are punishing me. There is that. They are punishing me for basically saying I want better. They are forcing me to quit. They've been doing that pretty much since I started. From the moment I worked for a sexual predator who made all the female employees feel uncomfortable, and the only reason he was in the position as my boss that he was is because he was transferred out of the office that he was in to the office that I was in because of multiple complaints from female workers. That was my introduction to the post office. It made me feel very uncomfortable. That somebody who should have just been fired outright was just basically passed around. I mean, it's the exact same fucking thing that the freaking church did with the with molesting the children, and now here they are, a freaking sexual predator. Getting more complaints. If you look at how many people the post office has fired, you'll see that the number is extremely low. But if you see how many people quit, you'll notice that that number is extremely high. It's a complete revolving door. People get hired, people quit all the time. I mean, it was a 22% recidivism, I can't even say the word, retention of rural carrier associates, which is what I am. 22%, and I'm one of them that basically stuck it out. That number has fallen, mostly due to COVID, but people aren't sticking around. They can't keep them at all. And also, one of the things that works in their favor is people aren't retiring. So once a person becomes a regular carrier, they stay at that job pretty much until they die. Nobody ends up retiring. They wore out their long past retiring date. Most of them can't even do the job anymore. Most of them have slowed down. It is an absolute toxic culture in and of itself. They should be celebrating people retiring. They should be welcoming the new. They should be encouraging the people who get hired as a career path, and they should be talking to them like how to make their career path happen. People shouldn't be still in this position after 10 years. That should never happen. Like I said, I'm being punished. It is legitimately a punishment. And they're doing everything in their power I mean, hell, I think they're making up rules as they go along. And you know what's funny is they have to live by those rules. First it was seniority. Now then it became qualified. Who's closer and where they live and stuff like that. And since I wasn't closer, I didn't get the position. And that is how bad it is. Like I said, when I talked to a lawyer, it was basically like going, you have to prove that. Well, how can I prove that when they're basically making a policy as they go along? When the union can't even help me out because they don't even know what the policy is. They're basically checking with the post office what their policy is. And then coming back to me saying, oh no, that's their policy. You're stuck with that. It's like the... do it and then grieve it. In fact, they told me the last time that I should be grieving this. I have 37 grievances. Not a single one of them addressed. Not a single fucking one of them has been addressed. Not one grievance that I've ever put in has ever been addressed by the post office. In the 10 years that I've been with them, not a single one. Why the fuck would a grievance now freaking make a difference? Write me fucking up. I'm in fucking crisis. Can't you fucking tell? They gave me a fucking week off, I would have been okay with that. If they gave me 2 weeks off and basically said, you should spend this time looking for other work, I would have done that. I would have gotten my freaking head on straight and I would have done it. And not with a fucking EA Employment Assistance Program, EAP. Them and their fucking magical thinking. It's fucking what got the magical thinking is what got me into this fucking predicament that I'm in right now. That it's all going to fucking work out. Guess what? It didn't. I held out hope that it would. I freaking held out hope that they were gonna fucking pay me like they said they were going to. Fucking held out hope for all that stuff. Had magical thinking all the way. That they're going to do, the post office is going to do what's right for me. Instead they fucking forgot about it and buried it. Or they buried it and then forgot about it. If you looked at my record at the post office, you'd be like going, why is he saying that he got 2 letters of removal? Because those things are gone from my record. That permanent record that you're supposed to have. That reason that one person didn't hire me, the postmaster didn't hire me when I was trying to get out of the toxic situation I was in. The reason, that's all gone. It's wiped from my record. My record is clean. I have a clean record. And they act like they were doing me a favor by cleaning my record. They cleaned my record so well, you would think that I've only worked for the post office for a year. That's how well they clean my record. I've been streaming longer than they claim that I've worked for the post office. And then they said if I quit, I'm going to ruin my career. Then they said if you quit, you're going to lose that decade that you had in. But it wasn't building towards any retirement, wasn't doing anything. I have nothing. They took away the only fucking thing that mattered to me. My ability to get promoted. And then they expected me to like it. They expected me to basically be like a brand new hire and take it. And no joke, they said if I didn't like it, I could leave. I swear I'm not going to make the last commute video about the post office. Or at least I'm going to try. And if I do, I am going to make another one of me driving someplace. Because I'm not going to be commuting anymore. I'll make another video of me driving someplace. And I'll make it a long video. And if I mention the post office, I will do another one. But that's, you know, I hate to see morning commute go away. I mean, this might be my last morning commute, and but I hate to see it go away. And especially like on the foot that it's leaving. But I have to talk about these things because I have to get them out. They're not going to solve these problems. And if I could serve as a warning for anybody who is looking for a career with the post office, there are so many other places that deliver packages. Not Amazon, but I mean, there's UPS and FedEx that you could work at, which are such a better environment. They're a business. They have a business culture and a business mindset, and they're supposed to be like that. Problem is that the post office is in the middle of an identity crisis, and that identity crisis is affecting their workers. And whoever's the lowest rung on that freaking thing is getting the brunt of it. And if you can survive that, which most people can't, but if you can survive that, you get promoted into a job that basically will break you down and take everything from you. For what? That's the better. It's insanity to me that they basically put you through the freaking ringer, all these new hires through the ringer, and just abuse them to no end until they freaking have nothing left, and they make them feel worthless. I mean, I have to tell you, I felt worthless. And after feeling worthless for so long that I can't even do anything else, and after feeling that way for so long, you know, I'm expected to take a promotion that that's what I was looking for. That basically, I'm worth a little bit more to the post office because I'm considered a regular, but I am not anything. It's not anything. They're going to take everything from me, my health, my life, and I'm going to do that job until I die. So they don't have to pay the pension out. So they don't have to pay the matching funds out. The 401k equivalent. So they don't have to pay for any of that stuff. Literally, that's what they want to do. They want to just break it down into nothing. They grind you into dust. And the ones that survive, they grind them. They make sure they grind them down. They take everything away from them. And I'm happy to be getting out. And anybody who still works for the post office, I think that they should do the same. There's no reason to stay. The more this turns into a business, the worse it's going to get. You might as well go to somebody who's not. You might as well go to a company that's not having an identity crisis like the post office is. You might as well not be in delivery service at all. If you could do something else, please do it. And I hope you're having a great day. And I hope whatever you do for an occupation, you are happy with it and you enjoy the job. I know it really I put a damper on all of that. But and if you don't mind, make a comment below. If you don't know what to say, write cool beans. Usual. And as always, cool beans. Alright, take care.